Welcome to Into the Pines Between Two Skis podcast. I'm Austin Rose, co-founder of IntoThePine.com, and I'm here with my other founder, Trent Walker. We're going to do a short introduction today to explain our background and how we plan to bring our expertise to helping you guys out. Right? So Trent, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and explain a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Trent Walker. I've grown up skiing in the Salt Lake area. I went to school in Steamboat Springs, where I was able to really dive into the ski industry. It was awesome. Highly recommended. The skiing out there is killer too. That's also where I got into, more of the shop life. That's where I got a lot of my experience, helping customers, learning about skis, and then I moved back home to Utah, where I met Austin, and we worked in a shop together, where we learned more how to help people and make sure that they were on the best equipment possible.
That's awesome. Well, sweet. And so you guys get to know me as well. So I'm Austin Rose. I grew up here local in Salt Lake City, Utah. Spent most of my youth doing sports and getting into skiing and outdoor adventures. From there, I actually really didn't get into my full ski career until after, really into college. Right after high school, I started diving in deep. What that kind of entailed was going in and spending hours preparing to be actually a ski instructor, getting hired on at several ski resorts to start instructing people on how to ski. And then I made a sudden change to switching to working and running a ski shop. One of the best decisions I made that really helped bring the knowledge into play, where I've spent time to learn how each ski functions and runs itself, been able to spend time on snowboards, with clothing, with rental gear, and really just getting to know the industry better as a whole.
Yeah. So one of our goals for this podcast, and really Into the Pine in general, is we want to make sure that we break down the ski industry and the technical terms, the equipment, and so that the average person doesn't have to feel so, or the industry doesn't seem so daunting to them to
Right.
get into, whether that's to work in, whether that's just to get out and ski, right? We want to make sure they understand their equipment, what their equipment's doing for them, and then if they're going to make a purchase, what's good for them.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing that Trent and I both love here and that we're excited to share with everyone listening in and visiting our site, is really being able to jump in and explain everything from the nitty-gritty of details to the most basic of concepts. Through managing a shop, it's incredible how many times we both have been asked the simple questions, people coming in asking, what is camber? I hear this everywhere,
Right.
and what is turn radius, and some of those simple questions that they just want a little more info on so they can understand how to buy gear. Even to understanding what clothing and helmets and goggles, there's a lot that can go into skiing, which I remember when I first got into it, it was, buy a little bit of used gear, hop on the mountain and see how it goes,
Right.
Luckily for me, it turned out well, but I know for a lot of other people, it, actually could have made a whole difference in how they started and if they kept skiing and having a good experience from just being tossed on a hill and say, make it down,
Right.
There's not as much fun in that.
Yeah, and we really just want to flatten that learning curve, right?
Yep.
That's what we're here for. And so if that's something that sounds interesting to you, continue listening to our podcasts. Visit our website at intothepine.com and follow us on social media.
And help us journey further into the pine.